You keep waiting around for motivation and you wonder why you're still stuck. You believe every thought that tells you that you can't move forward and you wonder why you feel stuck. You are looking for everything outside of you to come and save you and you wonder why you're still stuck. The root of the stuck feeling can be broken down into 3 categories: having an external locus of control, perfectionism, and always chasing, never living. Hello, welcome to Reality Checks. I'm Rue, your forever guide to aligned action, and I cannot let you stay stuck while time is passing you by. You're going through it. I went through it, got out, and we're gonna get you out together. So make sure to hit that subscribe and follow all of my socials because this is where we turn awareness into aligned action. Number 1, having an external locus of control. So there's a difference between an internal locus of control and an external locus of control. If you're currently in therapy or you've been to therapy, you may have heard this term before. An internal locus of control is focusing on what you have control over and what you can influence. And having an external locus of control is focusing on external events and things that are completely outside of your control. So when you focus on things outside of you, you are essentially giving up your power to things that you cannot control, which completely undermines the influence that you have over your life, whether it's people, outcomes, timing. If you have an external locus of control, you will constantly be reacting to life instead of creating it. I want you to look at this control chart right here. This is the control chart that I love to use. You can find it all over Pinterest. This is the only control chart that you need. In my control, out of my control, in my influence. There's a circle on the inside which signifies the things that are in your control, and then anything outside of that is completely not up to you. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone. Let's look at it together. So we're first going to look at the things that are in our control: my thoughts and my actions. You have full agency over your thoughts and the actions that you take. The goals I set, my boundaries, how I speak to myself, and what I give my energy to. All of those things are in your control. But when you have an external locus of control, these are the things that you are more likely to focus on: the actions of others, the opinions of others, what happens around me in external events, what other people think of me, and the outcome of my efforts. If you're feeling stuck, I want you to look at this list and see, what am I focusing on? Because you most likely could be focusing on the bottom half of this control chart, aka things that you cannot control. I've done it and I just realized it is not compatible at all with happiness. Just imagine how tiring it is to focus on things that you have zero control over, to be constantly focusing on that and putting your energy towards those things when you could be putting your energy towards your own life and influencing the outcomes that you want in your life. Number 2, perfectionism. And I know a little something about perfectionism. I struggled with that this whole entire year. I would never get things done because I would always wait for the perfect moment. And one thing that I've realized is that perfectionism actually comes from needing certainty. So I would always need certainty to act or to start something, which goes completely against what I stand for now. You're always going to hear me say that there is absolutely no perfect moment and that you have to just start. You literally have to start. You learn as you go. I feel like that is a good life motto to live by. You learn as you go. There's no perfect timing. There's no perfect moment. In fact, I remember telling this to myself. I was like, there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. And you learn as you go. Perfectionism literally demands certainty when it's impossible. And to overcome this, we need to realize that uncertainty is a part of life. There is so much uncertainty. You waking up this morning was uncertain. We all could have died in our sleep, but we woke up today, didn't we? That is literally so uncertain. We come across uncertainty every single day, and we will for the rest of our lives. There is no stopping uncertainty. So what do? We live with it. And we like to think that perfectionism is having high standards, but no, it is literally just fear of the unknown. And it's okay to admit that. The whole entire goal is to trust. So perfectionism is another thing that keeps a lot of us stuck, waiting until the perfect moment to do things. There is no perfect moment. You only have now. Everything's going to tie back together. This ties back to the control chart. Let go and focus on the things that are in your influence. Number 3, always chasing, never living. I saw this TikTok a couple of days ago. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll try to find it. It was saying something along the lines of, if you're constantly working towards something, you're always raising the bar. When are you ever going to arrive? And that is so true. If you're constantly setting the bar higher and higher and higher, when are you ever going to arrive? And that also ties back into perfectionism. When you're always chasing instead of living, you never focus on the step in front of you. When you're always chasing instead of living, you never celebrate your wins. It's like you have this what's next mindset. Like you can't even be present in the moment because you're so focused on what's going to happen next. Like what about what you just achieved today? If you're constantly raising the bar, if you're constantly outsourcing things, saying, oh, I'm going to be happy when this thing happens, I'm going to finally be okay once this thing happens, constantly outsourcing and pushing things into the future, you're never present. You never celebrate your wins. You're always chasing something. When are you ever going to arrive? Newsflash, you don't. You are literally stuck in a perfectionism hamster wheel, or what I like to call the self-improvement hamster wheel. It is impossible for you to be present when operating on such a scarce level. You can't be present when you are living in constant pursuit. Like, when is enough enough? Because I was in it for the first half of the year, I got out and now I am functioning way better and I'm achieving way more things than I was in that self-improvement hamster wheel. And we can overcome this by focusing on the step in front of you. Many people call this the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And then there's a staircase. When you feel stuck, you are focusing on the entire staircase and not the one step in front of you. Once again, pushing things out into the future. Like, oh my God, look at all of this that I have to achieve. Focus on the step in front of you. Take the first step. That is all you need to focus on. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time, instead of focusing on the whole entire thing. Of course, you're going to feel overwhelmed and stuck because you're literally bombarding yourself. Celebrate your wins no matter how small. You got out of bed today. Celebrate that. You made your bed today. Celebrate that. You went to the gym for the first time in 5 months. Celebrate that. This one is a very important reminder. You are exactly where you are supposed to be in your life, in your journey. Your journey is literally so unique. Another reason why people feel stuck is because they feel like they're behind in life, which is not true. To a certain extent, I don't believe that there is such thing as being behind in life. I believe everyone is on their own personal journey and everyone's timeline is completely different. Everyone has a completely different timeline about when they're going to maybe experience certain things, achieve certain things. Everybody is on their own timeline because everyone's circumstance and life story is different. We all have so many different stories. We're all going through so many different circumstances. We come from so many different upbringings, and then we're all held to this one standard. We're all being held to the same societal timeline. Like, you have to achieve this by this age, achieve this by that age. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Everyone is on their own timeline, and how fast you get through your timeline is definitely something that you can influence, I believe. Getting unstuck isn't about reinventing yourself. It is about taking your power back. The more you focus on what you can control, the more peace and movement you create in your life. So act in alignment, not from fear. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next reality check. I'm just getting back to being consistent on YouTube because I just got a new camera. Now I can finally be consistent. I'm going to come up with an uploading schedule and I will notify you guys immediately when that happens. Let's get unstuck together. I'll see you guys in the next video.